This is me halfway up the stairs, or halfway down. Right, today we're going to talk about the golf swing, good position in the golf swing, halfway up, halfway down. Let's crack on, let's go outside in the golf course and do it. Right, so today we're all about position halfway back and halfway down. This position, if we get this correct, the position that we get into, creating the leverage or the angles that we're after, we're going to store a lot more power, or the potential to deliver more power to the golf ball. Okay, when I take the club back and I get my hands just above my right foot, my club comes back, hands just above my right foot, you can see in this position that my club shaft is now parallel to my target line. Okay, it's parallel to target line. There, parallel to my target line. Club head dissects the hands. That's a good position to be in. The angle between left arm and club shaft, so this is a leverage, one lever, two levers, hinge in the middle. Angle between the two is roughly 135 degrees. There, roughly. Give or take a few degrees, who cares, eh? So 135 degrees there. You can see in this picture that my right forearm is in full view and my club shaft points along my target line. There's my right forearm in full view, club shaft parallel to target line. The most important thing we're going to talk about today is that position on the way down, so halfway down. So this position I get myself into on the way back, that's not where I want to be on the way down. Okay, it's going to be slightly different, or very different. On the way down, that 135 degree angle, give or take, we want to decrease that to about 90 when the hands are in that same position. That's going to put you more on plane, it's going to stop an over the top action and being stuck inside. I'm going to show you how that is, I think. There. So on the way back down, when the hands get back to that position, we're in a very different position. So the body's started to turn through, my belt buckle is now ahead of the golf ball, body's started to turn through, and you can see now that my hands are in the same position as they were before, but my right forearm started to disappear behind my left. My club shaft points down to a position in front of the golf ball, and the club head's a lot closer to my body. So I come down to there. So now, right forearm has been obscured by left forearm slightly. Okay. Club head is much closer to my body, and the club shaft is pointing to a position in front of the golf ball instead of out towards the target. That narrowing of that angle, the reducing of the 135 down to 90 degrees, so 135 down to 90, is where I'm going to get a lot of power. When I say power, when we decrease that angle, we can produce more distance probably, or there's certainly the potential to increase more distance. So I've gone from there, forearm in view, up to top, turn back down, and I'm now here. Club head's much more behind me, much more closer to my body. Let's look at this down the line, this is far more important. So you'll see from down the line here that when I get that right arm, or that angle reduced in that position, my right forearm, or my right elbow, sorry, is much closer to my right side, so there's a connection between right hip and right arm. That right arm disappearing underneath the left arm is going to give me much more shallowing of the golf club, and therefore we should find a position that is optimum. What's that mean? The position that we're talking about is getting into that position there where the club shaft dissects the right forearm. Talked about this in the past. Bring this back. When that club shaft dissects that right forearm, then we are in a much better position just to continue turning, and then letting that club roll over or release correctly. The last thing we want to do is get that club shaft above left arm. On left arm is not as bad, it's slightly over the top. Anywhere near right shoulder is good, or in between the arms is good, that's a little bit over the top. You can hit a lot of good shots swinging over the top, that's absolutely fine. One thing to be careful of, if you come slightly over the top, club face must be open to the path. It'll be fine, it'll be okay. Once the club shaft gets in line with left arm or outside right arm, got a problem. So I feel as though we are there as we come down, and then from there we can continue to turn and let the club head pass the hands, so there. You get a great ball striking, a nice little draw on that. It's much easier to shape shots as well when we get that club shaft dissecting the right forearm. Mo Norman talked about his drop, I can't remember what it's called, vertical drop. He felt as though he did that, so the club shaft went below the right forearm. That was not the case. Real and feels very different. I want to feel as though we get there though. Okay. They're both good. I'm sure if I was to slow that down, I'd be still slightly over the top of my right forearm because I do come slightly over the top with an open face. Eureka's helping me with that. Try it. Hands, so there. So I'm doing my best here to come down, get that right elbow to that right side, that club into that position, that right forearm disappearing behind the left forearm, and club shaft dissecting right arm as I turn through, back in that halfway down position. That there is ideal. I know I'm about here somewhere, but roughly about there. I don't want to be on left forearm or above it. I want to make sure I'm closer to right forearm. Then from there, as I say, I just keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, let it all happen. So I want to feel as though I'm there. That was really good. I would love to slow that down and see how close that was. Let's try again. I don't think that was quite as good. So that's a checkpoint to be in. When you're face on, looking in the mirror, here we go. We're there on the way back. And on the way down, we're there on the way back, and then the way down, if I... There. The difference between the two? Of course the body's turning as well. So yeah, it's there. There we are. Right forearm's disappearing behind the left. I'm now in a position that I can just roll that left wrist over. Boom, hit golf ball. That's really pure. I really feel that I'm exaggerating that as much as I can. I have to exaggerate that because I'm normally here and not as underneath. That was really good. I know I'm not exactly getting this bang on, but certainly I feel as though I'm much more underneath there, much more Mo Norman to get into that good position. Strike's much better. It's very good. Great, happy with that. Higher ball flight too. Cheers. Guys, give that a try. So there's a position that's halfway back and halfway down. Quite briefly described the way back, but certainly on the way down, trying to narrow that angle from 135 to 90 is going to give you the potential to get more distance because you've got much more to give back to the golf ball.